Now, in the nuclear derivatives, the naming is done by keeping the name of the word benzene. Alright, we keep the word benzene and we name it accordingly. Like here we can say that is phenol, we can say. Now phenol, remember, it is a common name. But there are, listen carefully, there are many common names. There are many common names which later on was included in the IUPAC. IUPAC included these common names. Because this name we are generally using it. But what is IUPAC name? If you ask me, it is hydroxybenzene. Because what I said you, I have to name this compound on the basis of benzene, because benzene is a root word. So hence this becomes a prefix. Now here it becomes prefix. So what prefix means, what it becomes? Hydroxybenzene. Because you know when OH becomes prefix, it becomes what? Hydroxybenzene. Understood? This is actually the IUPAC name. But this name we are not using it so much. You will see that we will be studying a chapter in class 12 about it. This is known as what? Phenol. What I said you. Phenol, F-E-P-H-E-N-O-L, phenol, we can say that. So this name we are using as a common name as well as the IUPAC name, because I said you many common names are being included in the IUPAC system. They are being considered in the IUPAC system. We are including it. Alright, so hence we say that accordingly the naming is being done. So for example, suppose here it is. COOH is there. It's a nuclear derivative, you can see. Functional group is directly attached to the benzene ring. So how do we name it, this particular one? Now here the naming is again different. Here the naming is again different. So here what we say, here it is known as benzoic acid. The naming is benzoic acid. Now you need to understand why it is benzoic. So you must say, sir, how will you come to know that where to use this, where to use that? Alright, okay, fine. For that reason, I will be telling you one thing. Listen carefully. See, when benzene ring, with the benzene ring, CH3 group is attached. What is this known as? It is known as toluene. Toluene. This one is again a common name which is included in IUPAC. Toluene. Or the IUPAC, if I say, if you ask me, it is methyl benzene. It is methyl benzene. Alright? Achha. Now, from toluene, listen carefully, I am removing one hydrogen. I am removing one hydrogen here from toluene. I am removing one hydrogen, CH2. One hydrogen is removed. So, when I remove one hydrogen, then what it becomes? The naming is done in this way. Listen, it is known as benzyl. The name starts with the word benzyl. When from toluene, if you remove one hydrogen, what it becomes? Benzyl. Like you have studied now. From methane, if you remove hydrogen, what it becomes? Methyl. Ethane, if you remove hydrogen, ethyl, it becomes. So, from what you can say, from here it is in benzene, when CH2 group is attached and the naming starts with the word benzyl. Naming starts means, suppose we are having Cl here, then what we will say? Benzyl chloride. Suppose we are having OH here, then what you will say? Benzyl alcohol. In this way, the naming is being done. Okay. Now the next, after that, from benzyl, if you remove another hydrogen, one more hydrogen you remove it. Alright, from benzyl. Then the naming starts with the word benzal. Alright, it is benzal. The naming starts with the word benzal, we can say. Are you following what I am saying? The naming starts with this word benzal. After that, whatever is there. Suppose here two bonds are there, na? This two bond I am putting it here and I am putting oxygen here because oxygen has got a double bond. Then what is this? It is an aldehyde, CHO. So name will be benzaldehyde. In this way. The name starts with the word benzal or not? So that's it what I am saying. Suppose you are having here two chlorine. Two bonds are there. Here I am attaching two chlorine. Here one chlorine, here one chlorine. What is that? It is known as benzyl chloride. It is said to be yes. Okay. The name starts with the word benzal. Now next you see. From benzal, if you remove one hydrogen, that means no more hydrogen is there. One was there, I have removed. Then the name starts with the word benzo. As you can see it here. Where it is? As you can see it here. Here with the benzene ring, C is attached. So what I started the word benzo. And what is this? COH is known as what? Oic acid. So hence benzo plus oic acid. What is known as? Benzoic acid. So hence we call it as this one, benzoic acid. Understood now how the naming is being done? In this way you have to know it. That benzene ring CH3 is toluene. From toluene if you remove one hydrogen, it is benzyl. From benzyl if you remove one hydrogen, the name starts with the word benzal. From benzal if you remove one hydrogen, the name starts with the word benzo. As you can see, one example I have given it here. That is benzoic acid. Hence it is named in this particular way. So you have to understand this. Alright, a lot of things is there. Now, next, after that, so nuclear derivatives, I will come to it later on. A lot of things are there in nuclear derivatives. Okay. So, next, after that, we are having, let us say, from benzene, if I remove one hydrogen, then what will happen? What is the formula of benzene first? You know that it is C6H6. Benzene is C6H6. How it is C6H6? Benzene is C. Now the question is, why do we represent benzene in this way? Why don't we write C6H6? Because this is a molecular formula and this is a structural formula. Understand it. The one which I am writing, this is a structural formula and this formula is called as a molecular formula. Now how do we get it this C? Actually it is not possible to write in this manner. Alright, it is not possible. See, C6H6. So H6 means this is your H6. And carbon atom, it is having how many bonds? 1, 2, 3 hydrogen. So one more will be a double bond. Then only carbon will be satisfied. See, this carbon is satisfied 1, 2, 3 and 1 hydrogen. 4. Again this carbon you see 1, 2, 3 and 1 hydrogen. 4. So alternately you put single and double bond. For that reason only Kikul said that alternately single and double bond will come. Got it now? Okay. So it is not possible to write. Whenever we will draw the structure, we will be writing in this way. It's not possible. So the easiest way to represent in this way or the Kikul structure, which I said it to you. Fine. Now what I said, from this structure, if I remove hydrogen, let us say I am removing this hydrogen. I am removing it. Hence I am putting this. This is nothing but a bond which is vacant. Always remember it. So in this way, I have removed one hydrogen. So what is the molecular formula? It becomes C6H5. See here, C6 from C6H6. I have removed one hydrogen. So what it becomes? C6H5. So what is the name? From benzene, if I remove one hydrogen, is it benzyl? No, already we have seen it. What is benzyl? Benzene ring CH2 is benzyl. If you remove one hydrogen from benzene, it is known as phenyl. It is known as phenyl. It's not benzyl, it is phenyl. It is said to be as. Remember it. So hence, if I put here Cl, then what is the IUPAC name? Chlorobenzene. It is said to be as. Because it is directly attached to the benzene ring. I said it's a nuclear derivatives. Cl directly attached to the benzene ring. So what is Cl is what? Chloro. So it is chlorobenzene. We can say that. Directly attached to it. Just now I said nuclear derivatives. In that case, what do we find? Directly if it is attached, then we name it in this particular manner. Okay? I told you. Like benzene ring OH. What I said? It becomes hydroxybenzene. That one is. Because there OH becomes your prefix. Just now I said you, isn't it? Clear? All these things. Now, next. After that, we will come to, that is, we came to know this one. Now, in benzene, when the derivatives are attached to the benzene ring, there are some special names given to the different positions. I told you by default we consider this as the first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth. By default we consider it. Alright, so if the derivatives is there in the first and the second carbon atom, if derivatives is there. Derivative means, suppose here one chlorine is attached. So what we will say? We will give the number in. You will say 1,2-dichlorobenzene. Yes, you are correct. IUPAC name is correct. 1,2-dichlorobenzene. What I said, we have got some special name for it. Instead of saying 1,2, what we can write? We can write ortho, denoted by small o. Ortho, O-R-T-H-O. O-R-T-H-O. Ortho, denoted by letter small o. So we can write ortho-dichlorobenzene. Okay? Suppose if the same derivatives is attached in the first and the third position, 1, 2 and 3, it is attached, first and third, same two chlorines are attached. Then what we will say? We will say 1,3-dichlorobenzene, isn't it? Very simple. 1,3-dichlorobenzene. So instead of saying 1, 3, you know what we can say? We can say meta, small m, denoted by letter small m. Don't write meta. Don't write your ortho. Write small o. Here it is meta. When the derivatives is there in the first and third, it is called as meta. Similarly, when the derivatives is there in the first and the fourth position, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the first and fourth, let us say Cl is there. Then what is IUPAC name? 1,4-dichlorobenzene. So instead of 1,4-dichloro, we can say para, P-A-R-A, para-dichlorobenzene. This is a special name that is given to what you can say, the different positions. For 1, 2, we name it as ortho, as I said, you can see it here. For 1, 3, we name it as, what is that I said, meta, denoted by small m. For 1, 4, we name it as para, denoted by small p. Ortho, meta, para. Only these three positions are there. Okay, no other position. Don't say, sir, 1, 5, what is there? No 1, 5. Alright, no name is there for 1, 5. For 1, 2, it is there. For 1, 3, it is there. For 1, 4, it is there. We don't have for 1, 5. Alright, clear? We don't have for that particular reason. So, hence, in this way, we have got ortho, meta, para. Said to be yes. Now, we can also write in this way, we can also say in this way, because generally ortho, meta, para, they are basically most of the time they are being used. When you will go through the chapter, you will come to know. Later on, we will see the chapters. At that time, you will see that ortho, meta, para is mostly used. Alright, acha. Now, next is if the derivatives is there in the first, let us say, let me write the number first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, it is there in the first, and if is there first here and third and fifth. You can see one position I have left, here second I have left, fourth I have left, sixth I have left. So this is known as what? Symmetrical. Symmetrical, same throughout, one I have left it. So it is called symmetrical. Alright, symmetrical means what? Suppose chlorine is there. So you will say symmetrical trichlorobenzene. Symmetrical is noted with letter SYM. SYM, sim. Symmetrical trichlorobenzene. Or we can also write it as 1, 3, 5 trichlorobenzene. No problem. See, this is the other word. Don't think, no, I can write in this way or I can't write in that way. No, it is the other word. In the book it is there, SYM it will come. You will say, no, it is wrong. It is the other word. Understand it, other word. Instead of saying 1, 3, 5, I can say sim. Symmetrical trichlorobenzene. We can say that. Okay? Understood? Fine. So, this is some special names are there for what you can say the benzene derivatives. We can say some special names are there. Either we can say 1, 2 ortho, 1, 3 meta, 1, 4 para, 1, 3, 5 symmetrical. In this way, some special names are being given for it. Okay, so you need to understand that. So this is your, what I can say is that the nuclear derivatives. There are many compounds in nuclear derivatives are there. You can see in your book it is there. Many compounds are there. Like as I said you that if CH3 is there, I said you toluene. If C2H5 is there, then what is this known as? It is known as ethyl benzene. Simply C2H5 is ethyl benzene. Now we don't have a common name for it. Like in CH3, I told you a common name. Benzene ring CH3 common name was toluene. But here we don't have a common name like toluene. We say ethyl benzene. IUPAC. Alright, clear now? Achha. Now next is suppose we are having here CH and here CH3 and CH3. Alright. Clear. So what is this known as? It is called as isopropyl benzene. Now why it is iso? I told you, if you remember it, then if the branching is in the second carbon atom, suppose there are 5 carbon atoms, the branching is in the second. From this side if you are counting, if the branching is in the second. Or suppose you will say, no sir, I will count from this side. Okay, count from this side, branching is second. If the branching is in the second carbon atom, then it is said to be as what? Iso. So here you can see 1, 2, 3. The branching is in the second carbon atom. So what is that? Iso. And how many carbon? Prop. 3. What is that? Propyl. So what is that I said? Isopropyl benzene. This is a IUPAC name. Isopropyl benzene. Now here we have got a common name for it. That is nothing but known as cumin. Now common name, what you need to do? You have to learn it. Because common name is not guided by any rules. Common name is not guided by any rules. IUPAC name rules are there. As I explained you. That see, here it is, the branching is in the second carbon atom. So it is iso. 3 carbon are there. Prop. And branching is taking place. So for that reason, alkyl. So propyl. So I have explained you. But I can't say, if you ask me, sir, why it is cumin? I can't say. Because the name is given by some or other scientist they have given it. So why they gave it cumin? God knows. Alright, so hence you need to know it also. So just remember the common name. You have to learn the common name. That is cumin. It is said to be as isopropyl benzene or cumin. Alright, clear. Similarly, if benzene ring CH double bond CH2, what is known as? This is called as. This is known as CH double bond CH2. From where we got CH double bond CH2? Now listen here. CH2 double bond CH2 is what? Ethene. Ethene, na? 2 carbon eth double bond in. From ethene, remember, listen. From ethene, if I remove one hydrogen, see I have removed one hydrogen from ethene, then the name is called as vinyl. It is known as vinyl. The name is, alright, vinyl. So I can say this as vinyl benzene. We can say that. Vinyl benzene. The name is vinyl benzene. Clear? Or also we can say ethenyl benzene. From ethene, if you remove hydrogen, that is also called as ethenyl. Because vinyl is a common name. Understood? So we can also say ethenyl benzene. There is also another name for it, which is known as what? Styrene. This is also a common name. Styrene. Alright? So a lot of things you have to learn it here. Lot of things are there to be learned. This is called as styrene. Benzene rings CH double bond CH2. Okay? Thank you.